Welcome to this new InsightCM tutorial. In our previous video, we completed the configuration of two devices, a vibration controller and an EMI monitoring device. Today, we're going to learn how to build your asset tree according to your facility hierarchy. We'll be using those controllers, so if you haven't seen how to add them yet, please click the link below to watch that video first. To configure the asset tree, click the wrench icon to open the asset configuration page. On the left-hand side, you'll see what we call the asset tree. This is where you define your facility structure. Click Add to open the new asset dialog. From here, you can choose to add locations. These are organizational elements where the equipment and sensors are added. They don't represent monitored equipment or collect data, and they can be added at any level of the asset tree. Equipment. This is the asset you are monitoring. For example, a pump, a motor, or a generator. And sensors. These can be dynamic or static. The first ones acquire waveform data, enabling time domain and frequency domain analysis, while the second ones only acquire single point values. I'll start by going to General and adding a location. I'll name it Cutsforth. After clicking OK, the location appears in the tree. To add an asset under this location, select it and click Add again. This time, I'll add an equipment and name it Test Devices. You can select a single technology per equipment or multiple technologies, as I'm doing here, by checking Vibration and EMI. As you can see, the two technology tabs now appear in the top bar of the main panel where we'll configure their properties. First, we'll set the devices. Click on the Vibration tab, then the Sensors sub-tab, and in the Device section, click the pencil icon. A window will open showing all compatible devices. In our case, a 9058 for vibration. Let's do the same for the EMI device. To better organize our sensors, we'll create two additional locations, one for each technology where we'll configure the sensors, we'll start by adding 3 HFCTs under the EMI location. Now, we have to map the physical channels of your acquisition cards. Go to Test Devices, select EMI, and under the Sensor section, add the channels to each sensor using the drop-down menus. Whenever changes are made to the asset tree, the updated settings must be pushed from the server to the device. Go back to the device configuration page and notice the yellow banner in the config status column, prompting you to update. To push the new settings to the controller, click the Update Configuration button. This process may take a couple of minutes, so while that runs, let's move on to configuring the vibration device. In this case, we're adding some dynamic sensors, but you can also add static sensors if the appropriate hardware is installed. We'll update the configuration on the 9058 the same way we did for the EMI device. Notice that the 9055 now appears as offline while it updates its configuration. Give both devices a few minutes to complete the process. And there we go! Our EMI device is back online, and the vibration device follows shortly after. We now have two healthy devices ready to start collecting data. When you first commission a controller, your best verification tool is the test panel. Go to the View menu to select it. In the Waveform tab, you'll see the current acquisition process for each of the channels we configured earlier. Now for the moment of truth. Open the Action menu and select Force Trigger. This sends a measurement request to the controller. Go to the Data Viewer and select a sensor feature. The box with the squiggly line is called a data set, and it contains the raw waveform data displayed in the lower left plot. Let's also take a look at the EMI test panel, which shows both the frequency sweep and waveform for each channel. Finally, return to the Data Viewer. Since we're working with different technologies, we'll need to adjust the Data Viewer plots to properly process the acquired data, but we'll cover that in a future video. For more details, check the official documentation or reach out to Cutsforth Support.